I had two kids. They're 8 and 10 now, and I took eating as a sport up both times when I was pregnant, and I gained a lot of weight. I gained 75 pounds with my daughter and 80 with my son, and it was wonderful, and I was able to get back down to my weight after, but you have a lot of loose skin after you do something like that. I carried a lot of the weight in my stomach, and no matter what I did at the gym, or what, eating super clean, it's just skin, it stays there. I tried a few other things that are not as invasive, and they didn't work, and really just wanted to feel like I did before I had kids, and wanted to have my body back. So decided to get the tummy tuck and a breast lift. I went to a few places, and Dr. Sanjay Daluvoy, he asked me questions. I went to other places, and they looked at my body, and they basically told me what they thought I needed without asking me what my goals were or what I wanted to do. And during the other consults, it felt like they made me feel like all women are supposed to look a certain way. And Dr. Daluvoy, when he spoke to me, he listened to me and was repeated back or made it clear that he understood that I wanted to look like me. I just wanted to look like a better version, or the version that I had before, before I had two kids. The recovery was really hard the first week. Especially with a lift and a tummy tuck, you can't really use your arms or your abs. And so you definitely need someone to support you getting in and out of bed. I mean, you really can't do a lot. The pain, I wouldn't say was too terrible. The medication was fine, but it just was, you need full support for a week. You also look kind of crazy. I mean, honestly, you look kind of crazy the first week. You look at your body, and I wanted my body to look like myself before kids, but it really isn't. It wasn't terrible. There were areas that no matter what I did, I couldn't control. After the first week, I was able to go back to work. I didn't need pain medication. I was able to be more comfortable upright. I'd still say that week 2 was challenging, but I could see the swelling going down, and I could see normalcy coming back. By 4 weeks, I felt really great. I'm a runner. I was able to start running within 3 weeks, and I did. I climbed the Grand Canyon, went up and down in one day at week 7. So, I did 18 miles, 5,200 feet of descent and gain 6 weeks after. So I would say the recovery overall wasn't bad, but the first week was a little scary because you look a little crazy. But now it's been 7 months, and I absolutely love how I look. Even after 10 weeks, I went to spring break, and I was in a bathing suit, and it felt really great. During the surgery procedure, what made me feel really comfortable is the process leading up to the procedure. The staff here, there were different phases, and you got information at the right time, so it wasn't very overwhelming. It was definitely a stepped process. I was able to come in 2 times before the procedure and get the information that I needed, but not too much. They were very clear on what your caretaker needed, and it was just the right amount of information. The morning of, certainly, again, they make you feel very comfortable before you go under surgery. I felt like I was very well taken care of, and that they knew all of the steps. There was really no question. Honestly, there was no questions that I had after. They were able to give me everything that I needed. And I would say after they called and checked in, the nurses almost every day, and when I had any question, the whole thing was very responsive, definitely about the drain and does this look okay? There was a back and forth conversations during the first 2 weeks, which I think is really when you have the most questions, is the first 2 weeks after surgery. It just makes me more comfortable in my skin. Life after surgery makes me feel like I can wear anything and I don't have this bubble in the middle of my clothes, or it gives me the confidence that I wanted to feel. I absolutely loved this summer, and wearing shirts that weren't really loose, or bathing suit shopping and feeling very confident in a bathing suit. I absolutely love running and going to the gym and being really comfortable in tight fitting clothes. Anyone who wants to change or enhance how they look and wants a doctor to listen and to understand what they want. Actually, a really good example, and I didn't say this before, but when I came to the consult, I was very clear that when I got a tummy tuck, I didn't want my belly button to look like anyone else's belly button. I didn't want a round belly button. My belly button has a hood, and I wanted it to look like my belly button after, and that was a concern that I had. Dr. Daluvoy, he went ahead and notated it. He had it on his chart. He talked about it before we went into surgery. He talked to me after and post-surgery. He was so proud because he really took a look at exactly what my belly button looked and spent a lot of time. And he even said, I spent 45 minutes on your belly button in surgery just to make it look just like it did before. And it was something like that made me feel like you really are taking my story and my needs, and it's personalized. It's not a factory of, okay, I'm going to make you look like the woman, a way that all women should look. I'm going to make you look how you want after this.